I know that this time of year can be very difficult for people who are maybe not in a relationship or who have been in a relationship recently and broke up or are feeling very lonely. Um, and they can feel very left out, very isolated, and, or be grieving a relationship or something like that.
Yes.
Let's talk about that and what people can do to kind of help get through that. And I don't know, I guess exercise a little bit of self-love.
I'm an expert on this because I remember spending many Valentine's Day crying myself to bed,
Yeah.
saying, I can't believe this is another year of me being single. I can't wait to meet my person to be able to celebrate Valentine's Day. And funny enough, I've never not celebrated Valentine's Day since I've been in my relationship because I've changed my relationship to what Valentine's Day actually means. And this is why it's great for people that are grieving or lonely or in any shape or form. So first off, there's nothing wrong with being sad. I just want to say that you're
Thank you.
allowed to sit in your grief, in your sadness. I think it's really important to process those emotions. But I would invite people to think about, Valentine's Day, it's been so marketed and pushed in our heads that it's all about romantic love. I've really changed my relationship now to Valentine's Day, where it's the day of love. Everything I love, I love my body. I love my friends. I love nature, as corny as it sounds. So I love to take the time to celebrate love for the people I have around me that would also probably be lonely and have no Valentine. So last year, I remember I wrote Valentine's Day cards, like old school, like we used to do in high
The
school.
little
I really
cardboard
did.
things, and you
Yes. And
tape
I
a sucker
sent them,
to it, and
yes.
yeah.
And I sent them out to friends. And it made me feel so good because I think that when we're going through grief, we forget everything else that exists around us, and we're experiencing different types of love. Love doesn't show up in just one way. There's a lot of different ways to love. So write down a list of what are the top 10 things that I love so much. It might be your pet, your dog, your cat, your children, your hairdresser. You know what? I'm actually going to send them a note or give them a text and say, thank you for taking care of my hair the way you do. So
Noreen,
what
you're the
it
best.
does, yeah, what it does is that when we deflect the attention from us to others from a loving space, it creates serotonin and makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like when we give back, right? Whenever we're giving back, it makes us feel good. So I would invite people to just think about Valentine's Day from a completely different perspective, not make it just about romantic love, and share the love that you do have with sometimes people we don't take the time to actually say so. And do these little gestures, send a text, do a phone call, go and spend the day at the spa with yourself if that's your thing. Give yourself a lot of self-love. I remember one year I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna treat myself. I went to buy my favorite chocolates, which are the Lindt. I bought myself a couple roses. I undid all the petals. I threw myself a bath with candles.
Nice.
It was awesome. It was one of the best Valentine's Day. And I put on some sad music that I love that made me think of my youth in the 80s, all the ballads. And I ended up having a beautiful night celebrating myself.